station where Christ gets lifted.
Join us now for the following radio broadcast. Listen and be blessed.
Hot topics in our community, events that will have you talking. Tune in every Saturday at 3 to Jax Engage with Angela Spears on AM 1360 WCGL or WCGL1360.com. A community issues-based show that focuses on your thoughts and your ideas. Get involved. Get engaged. Every Saturday at 3. Happy Saturday to you and welcome to Jax Engage. I'm Angela Spears. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for, and this is just a beautiful day here in Jacksonville. So I so appreciate you being here with me, and you know I have an interesting show on tap for you where we're going to be motivated, inspired, learn a little, and you know, already one of my guests, Amber Donnelly, she's saying, of course. Of course. Thank you, Amber, for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Once again, and you were on the show previously, and we talked about your business, and today is Small Business Saturday, so we do encourage everyone to shop local, shop small, right?
Absolutely.
I'm a small business owner, so I'm going to toot my horn, Angela Spears Communication. If you need marketing, public relations, community engagement, media outreach, call me. Right?
Absolutely. It's all about supporting one another and realizing that we have incredible talent here in Northeast Florida. So many great business owners in our community, and we need to show them love by using their services.
Yes, we do. And I'm so glad last time you were on the show, you were talking about getting, you know, we were getting our lives together, weren't we? Talking about how to get it together. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a whole lot of money, you have something to leave behind, and we need to get ourselves in line.
That is so true, and thank you so much for having me back. It is so important for people to think about leaving a legacy, leaving something behind for their family members other than debt, I believe is what I said the last time. Taking the time to have those important conversations now and planning accordingly. And if you realize after assessing your affairs you're not quite where you want to be, take those steps to make sure that everything is in place.
And here with me also is Candace Jacobs, who is planning a big event that's going to help us get all this together. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be here with you today.
Your profession,
I am a licensed funeral director and embalmer.
Okay, so that's not something that most people like to sit around and talk about. Sorry, Candace, no offense.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But that's why we're reframing the conversation about that. So
tell us about you're having a life planning community event. Like you said, reframing the conversation. Tell us about it. It's not till January, so we need to mark our calendars for January 14th, but it's important that we talk about this now.
Absolutely. It is January the 14th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Schultz Center. And what we're going to be doing is helping you develop a plan for the continued life of your loved ones. The reality is, at some point in time, we're not going to be here to be able to provide that care and support for our loved ones. But again, the focus is not on death. It's about creating a plan for our loved ones. We have to have that plan together to know what we're going to do when the time comes.
Amber and I discussed this before, but how do you really bring that up? When is a good time? Because I know when my dad always tries to talk about it with my mom and me, you know, it turns into, the last time they had a discussion about actions between them, it was like, okay, if something happens to the kids, then who are you going to leave stuff to? So then it became a big argument about that. What side of the family's going to get what if something happens to my brother or me? So it got out of hand. And I'm like, oh, my God. I was like, I hope that one of us are still here, my brother and me, before y'all go, so we don't have to have this big fight.
Now is the time to have the conversation, and it doesn't have to turn into a fight. And what is so important about this event is we're taking it out of the funeral home. Nobody likes to come there before they have to. Yeah. So that's why we're doing it in a very neutral environment at the Schultz Center, and the focus is on education. It's about giving you the information that you need so then you can hopefully in the near future go ahead and get with the local funeral home, get with your local attorney, get with the local small businesses here who can help you get that together.
One of the conversations will be about elder care, legal matters, grief support. You're going to have breakout sessions talking about dementia, life insurance, and those things are big.
Yes, they are big. We're also going to have a mass presentation that I'll actually be heading up that's dealing with how do you support the bereaved from a community perspective. So oftentimes individuals want to be able to reach out. They want to know what to say, but they shy away from even addressing the issue at all when someone loses a loved one. They shy away from calling. Some people are even shying away from going to the funeral service.
Because you don't know what to say, or you feel uncomfortable because it's someone who you've lost as well. So, what do you say? How can I'm sorry, sometimes this isn't good enough.
It isn't good enough sometimes, but you can do something. A lot of the times, individuals who are bereaved, they're not looking for you to say anything. Sometimes they just need the ministry of your presence, for you to be there, for you to hold their hand, for you to just be present in the moment, because it's a journey that the person is going on. I refer to it as a grief journey.
How do we handle things, or what advice you have for my listeners who may be dealing with the first time? We just had Thanksgiving. That may have been their first Thanksgiving without their loved one. We're coming up on the Christmas holiday. This will be the first Christmas without their loved one, because it's always different. I remember my grandmother died a few years ago. It was different not having her around and hearing her say, "Brava, what are you doing?" Not having her around on Christmas was odd.
Mm-hmm. It is challenging. I would say to focus on celebrating that person's life. Share stories. That's always very, very important. Keep the traditions. Whatever it is that you did with that person, do it with the loved ones who are still here and present, and don't be afraid to mention the person's name. Sometimes when you're a part of the support community, when it comes to holidays, people will shy away from even mentioning the person's name because they think they're going to make the person sad. But the reality is they're thinking about them anyway. You're not going to make them sad by bringing them up.
I saw a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, Nan Coyle. Oh, God, I love that woman. Just a wonderful person. I saw her sister in the mall yesterday and her niece, and we just sat there. And at first, I started tearing up, but, I couldn't. I was like, Nan would be mad if I had started crying or tearing up, and I told her because I was out of town when they held her funeral, and she just started telling me about the funeral and how it was, because it was so Nan. There was a party, because that's the type of person she was. It was a party. Nobody was crying. You wouldn't even know it was a funeral. But that's just how she was. But it was wonderful just talking about it. Because I said, during political season, I miss her. Because we were polar opposites. We would have discussions, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? We left buddies. And we left loving each other. And that's what it's about, isn't it?
It is. That's absolutely what it's about. You just need to show up.
And Amber, tell me about what you're going to be doing at this event.
So I have the pleasure of speaking for about 35 minutes. My topics of discussion.
Candace is going to put you on a timeline, isn't she?
And she already knows I'm paid to talk as an attorney. That's what I'm hired to do outside of thinking analytically and drafting documents. I'm paid to talk. So I may need the Sandman to come in and pull me off of the podium if need be. And I give you permission to do that. But my topics of discussion will be elder care as well as estate planning. Two important things that we need to know about. Estate planning, I discussed the last time, creating a plan, a roadmap for your family members should you pass away or become incapacitated. And as far as elder care is concerned, the roles are reversing. Now, kids are taking care of their parents now as they get older, as they're living longer. And in so many instances, maybe mom or dad, they're incapacitated and they need to be in a long-term care facility, maybe a nursing home.
And that's a hard decision to make.
Absolutely. It's so very hard to make that decision because you want to be in a position to care for your parents. But it's important to know when you have reached your limit. When you are not in a position to care for them appropriately and putting them in good hands in an assisted
knowing that it's
facility.
okay.
And knowing that it's okay and not regretting the decision to have to do that. If your parents need 24-hour care and you're not in a position to do that because you have kids, you're working, it's better that you not overextend yourself and get those professionals who are trained to do that. To do it.
Candace, will there be discussions for caregivers to talk about that type of thing at this event?
That's actually not a specific focus, but you will get some of that information through the hospice care presentation
Can vendors still sign up for this event?
They absolutely can. I am still accepting vendors. If you go to CandiceJacobsCreations.com, you can fill out a contact form, leave me your information, and I can email you a sponsor vendor package.
And how much is the event for those who want to attend in January?
The event is completely free.
Mm.
And that is the reason why I am telling everyone this is for you. This is for everyone. Man, woman, no matter what age, 20s, 30s, baby boomer, married, single, with children, no children. It is for everyone. It's completely free and it's being funded by the sponsors and vendors that we currently have on board at this time.
Wow, January 14th. Sign up now, 9 to 5, because it will go quickly. Vendors are still welcome.
They are still welcome. Just go ahead and contact me and we'll get you signed up.
And this is very interesting because you will discuss health and wellness, elder care, wealth management.
Yes.
That's something that people don't really talk about.
Absolutely. We have some facilitators who will be doing a life insurance 101 workshop who are also licensed to speak about wealth management.
And that's good because a lot of times people who are single, like somebody sitting here with you all, you think, okay, I don't need life insurance because it's just me. And because you always, sometimes we think, hey, it's life insurance is to help someone else out. And if you don't have that significant other, but we do need life insurance, right?
You absolutely do need life insurance. I'm in that position myself, single, but I have responsibilities. I have loved ones who will be here, when I'm gone, and it will allow them to take care of the things that need to still be taken care of.
This is important and something that we've got to begin talking about. Registration is underway. Tell us again. Go to Candice Jacobs Creation.
Yes, go to CandiceJacobsCreations.com, and that's Candice spelled Kandice, Jacobs with an S, Creations with an S.com.
And Amber, if my listeners still want to get in touch with you, how can they reach out to you?
If you are interested in legal services, my areas of practice are family law, probate, guardianship, and estate planning. I can be reached at 904-515-2093. Again, it's 904-515-2093. And I'll even add this. If it's an area of law that I don't practice and you need assistance, I will even take that extra step to put you in contact with someone that can be of assistance to you.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
absolute
talking
pleasure.
about this because, like I said, it's something that we have to, and this is a great time because we just got together for Thanksgiving. We'll be getting together again for Christmas. So bring this up. Talk about these issues, right?
Absolutely.
Because they do matter in our communities.
They definitely matter.
They
All
do.
right. Stay right there. Much more still ahead on Jax Engage.